Well, as a result of the stunning success of my last video, I'm going to make another video on how to replace the decrepit old grill pan in this Kenmore griddle. So the first step is to remove the grill pan from the grill. And I already did that. So it looks like this. Clearly, I've gotten my money's worth out of it, but it's time for a replacement. So I'm going to replace it with this grease tray set, which comes with some kind of like IKEA type pictorial instructions. And it's this really cool, funky blue color. But wait, it says to remove the plastic protective film. So we'll have to remove all this plastic film. So I'll do that now. So it just peels off. Unfortunately, all that nice blue color is gone now. Oh, but I can see myself. And unfortunately for you, you can see me too. Boy, that's shiny. Huh. Just like a hit of blue sunshine, isn't it? Well, you can imagine how tedious it is for me to have to do that. This, rather. And I can only imagine how tedious it must be for my viewing audience to have to watch me go through and remove all this annoying plastic. But that came off pretty easily. I want to make sure and get all of it so it doesn't become part of my next dinner. Yeah, see, that stuff is kind of tenacious. Oh well. Like it said on the little sticker, it'll burn off. Well, look. Here's another one. Let's see how hard it is to get this plastic off. Not too difficult, I guess. Boy, this is fun. I haven't had this much fun since Oak Ridge. Okay. That came off nicely. Well, that's interesting. On this piece, they didn't put plastic on this side, but they did on this side. I wonder why you would take such extreme precautions to protect something that will never be seen inside your grill, and ultimately will end up looking like this in short order. The wisdom of that decision escapes me. We have a nice little embossed area here. Captain Grill. Wonder if he's related to Captain Crunch, the phone freak. And here's the grill pan. Oh no, look at all those screws and stuff. Well, that just means it's going to be a lot more work. And a mosquito just flew in my ear. So, I may be finishing this with the old dengue fever. Well, this plastic seems to be already coming off. Well, that's a nice looking little tray. Think about all the grease that can get trapped in there. You know, the grease trap for my replacement, or the pan this is replacing, was about this deep. So this one's not going to hold a lot of grease. That means it's going to force me to clean it more often than about every 6 months. So even this tiny little connecting piece, you see, has a plastic covering. I was a little taken aback there for a moment. I thought I forgot to hit the record button, and all of this fabulous video of me peeling off the plastic would have been lost. I guess at that point I would have had to return this grill pan and ordered another one so that I could show you how the plastic comes off. Now here's a little bit of plastic. I'm going to scrape that off using the other piece that I'll have to scrape the plastic off from. And then if there's any plastic on that one that won't come off, I'll use this piece to scrape it off of this one. All this will become clear to you shortly, if you last that long. If you've even lasted this long, I would question why you can't find something better to do than watch this silly video. Oops, now that could have been an unsafe act. I used to work for a guy named Jim Olmedo at International Paper Company in Oshkosh, Wisconsin, back in about 1980, 89, 88. And he was quite an insufferable individual. And he would always walk around the plant with a camera, and he would take pictures of people, and then he would scream at them, "You're committing an unsafe act." And they'd look at him like he was nuts, which he was, and continue on with their unsafe acts. So I don't know what he did with those pictures, but we can only imagine. Probably had a whole photo album of people committing unsafe acts. Well, now it's time to put this pan together. Let's do it. First we'll have to take all these nuts and bolts out of here. Well, as you see, I've taken out all the nuts and bolts, and I've placed them in this grease tray for safekeeping. They make kind of a neat sound. And now I'm going to consult the instructions. So this is the completed grill pan. I won't trouble you with all the trouble I had to go through to put it together. Really wasn't a big deal, I guess. So now we're going to install the grill pan into the grill. So to do that, you simply pick up the grill pan and align it with these two tabs in your grill, and then you slide it in. Then you have to install the grease pan. That's this. Now, at this point, I don't know whether to put these extra screws and bolts into the grill pan or just keep them. for another project. I think I'll just keep them handy for another project. So this just goes in here like that to catch any drippings. And there we have the completed grill pan project. Still need to get another one of those heat diffusing gizmos. But that would conclude this video. If you liked this video, good for you. Later.